Hello there. I thought I'd show you a little bit of this magazine that I get called Wildlife in North Carolina. And there's some fascinating things to learn about. And this is a more recent one from March and April of 2020. But this article here about the fox squirrel is what intrigues me the most of all the articles that are in here. So I'd like to have you take a look. Can you see that all right? About the amazing things. Aren't they beautiful creatures? Right here in North Carolina. So let me give you a look at what I'm talking about. So as you can see, here's the fox squirrels of Eagle Springs in North Carolina. Look, as it tells the story of this fellow that actually observed them for quite a while and noticed when they were having, actually because of the markings, it says that you could easily identify the ones that are in their yards because of the different markings. They're not all exact. They're not like gray squirrels where, oh, there's always gray. There's varying colors that you might see, whether browns, blacks, or a mix, but usually there's a black with a little bit of white on the head, but then other places maybe slightly different coloration. And so he could tell which ones he's seeing. And see, look, then there were babies that came along. And it's a really interesting article about things that they eat, like persimmons, acorns, mushrooms. But the food they love the most is, look, it's the pine cone seeds that the fox squirrels like. So he built these boxes for them to have their offspring in. And look at this here. Isn't that hilarious? He's saying, hey, come on in. And look at that gesture there as he captured it in the photo. And so there are juveniles, and this is along the Sandhill region of North Carolina, by the way. And then there's the babies, see? And look at that pose there. Just relaxing. And they get a little older and they come out to explore. See the difference in the colors, coloration. And he actually helped some of these orphaned, some of them were orphaned, that he actually helped and put them back in a special place and had the wildlife management come and take care of them. You are actually not supposed to touch wild creatures, I should say, in their natural habitat. You should call the park ranger or commissioner in your area. And there actually is a helpline at 866-318-2401 if you're in North Carolina. And you'll can get in contact with someone that can help if you find wildlife that needs help. Anyway, I thought this was a really interesting article. There's much more to it. If you, again, North Carolina Wildlife magazine has this. There are a lot of things you can learn from them. And the man that wrote this, his name is Tom Pusser. He's a marine biologist and writes articles for the magazine. And took place quite a while ago, these events. But he's studied a lot about these young pups, as they call them, these fox squirrels. And again, he found orphaned ones and he was able to help them. If you find an orphaned squirrel, he urges you to call that helpline or visit ncwildlife.org/have-a-problem, and you can get in contact with someone. So I have not seen one around here. If anyone in Eastern North Carolina has seen one, I'd love to know about it. And when I was in Sanford, North Carolina, I actually saw some squirrels like this, as well as an albino squirrel. What do you think about that? That'd be fascinating, wouldn't it? So hopefully you enjoyed this short little video about the fox squirrel. And again, if you subscribe to I endorse this magazine highly. Learn a lot of things about our state, particularly wildlife. Well, you take care, and hopefully you learned something from the video today. Ta-ta for now.